Hey everybody, this is day one, Video Game Rescue, a grand opening, February 8th, 2014, and we're going to give you a little bit of a tour of the store and a little bit of the aftermath of what we had here at the store. Walk with me here. This side of the store right here is what I'm going to deem the toy side, where we're going to keep some of the cool vintage toys and some of the just neat doodads I find. Doodads, you can use that, it's cool. We have a little bit of everything when it comes to toys. I'm not really picky about it. I mean, the coolest thing I probably have is probably the Willow toys right now and my Techno drone. But a little bit of everything. It's been an eclectic selection. I will eventually have some of the newer toys. I know there's some new Godzilla toys coming out for the new movie coming out in May. So I'm thinking about grabbing some of those, but it really depends on how well I do selling toys here. Right here we have just our accessory wall, some of the different things we have available we didn't have room for in the areas that the games are at. And then we're going to move along, and I decided to sell more than just DVDs and Blu-rays. We started selling some of the anime stuff, which is exciting. Get more of the, geek culture in here. A little bit of everything. That's what I really want in here, is everything geek. If it's geeky, I'll take it. That's been my motto lately, and I think that's probably going to be my official motto. Moving on to here, some of the handheld stuff that wouldn't fit in the cabinet that we'll get to here in a little bit. In the store itself, I decorated around the entire store with different boxes and stuff. If it's in the store, it's for sale. And if you are local, come and see me. Appreciate it. But Wii stuff, we got some Wii U, we got plenty of controllers. These are the racks that you've heard me mention on the podcast that I got from Blockbuster. I got a great deal on that, which was really awesome. Got some Gamecube, which lately has been really hard to get a hold of. I think it's coming back in popularity. I don't know what the deal is, but a lot of it's just getting really hard to find. Lots of 360 stuff. It's not obviously as much as GameStop, but compared to what I had at the Pecan Park store, it's definitely 3 times as much. I am starting to offer some of the Xbox One things. Have not been able to get any Xbox One used games yet, but for the current generation, we do have PS4 games. Some Killzone, Need for Speed, Assassin's Creed, Knack, and some accessories. I did have the cameras for PS4, and from what I understand, a couple of the local GameStop employees have not been able to get their hands on some, and they actually came in here and bought them immediately as soon as they saw them, which was pretty cool. That GameStop can't get the cameras, but I can. What's up? Moving on to the PS3, we got a little bit of everything there. I'm starting to get some of the controllers. I think it looks like I sold some of my first party PlayStation 4 controllers today. But yeah, I mean we just it's been a crazy day out there. Getting here to PS2, and we want to offer everything. Just because it's old doesn't mean it's not worth playing. So I sell everything from Atari up, and PlayStation 2 is no different than that, and PlayStation 1. I seem to remember that I had a lot more PS1 games than that, but I'm still unpacking a lot of stuff. The back room is just filled with stuff. So eventually you'll start seeing that more out here. And this guy right here, we actually finished this 20 minutes before the store opened up. We actually didn't have anything in here before we opened up. It was empty for the majority of the day. But this is going to be our Game Boy and handheld system, so people don't walk off with the goodies. Can't have that. But it's a neat little contraption that my contractor came up with to utilize that space right there. Right here we have a lot of the Hyperkin products, which we will have the Retron 5 here soon. I think in April, this is coming soon, but this will be the overflow of some of the systems that we have. Then we really have a place to put them, but this really profiles the games themselves very well. To the center here, all the way around, we have all our retro stuff kind of profiled here, because I know a lot of places around don't sell retro games, particularly the big box places. And I'm pretty much the only person on this side of town that sells the retro stuff, and I'm glad to be able to offer this stuff, because like I said before, just because it's old doesn't mean it's not worth playing. And quite a few Nintendo games. I actually have so many Nintendo games I couldn't put them all out, so I took a lot of the duplicates out and some of the games that are just need to be put back in the closet for a while, and they'll eventually get cycled out into the show floor. A Super Nintendo. As you can see, we got a lot of that too, and we're actually branching down into the Super Famicom stuff because we know the Retron 5 will be offering to be able to play some of that stuff. I'm sure there'll be plenty of people wanting to give it a try, and yeah, we got a ton of that, and hopefully more of it coming soon. The 64 stuff, been popular, very popular this past year. A lot of the people that played it are going back and grabbing some of that stuff up. And I sold a lot of it today too. I think I sold probably 3 or 4 Nintendo 64s today. But yeah, we got a lot of that. And with center rack here, some of the pop figures we have here. Got some Yoda, my boy Daryl from Walking Dead, all sorts of goodies like that. We have some Skylander stuff on the way, which will be selling all the Skylander figures and some of the Disney characters similar to that. Center rack here, we have a bunch of books. A lot of these books, Kevin had mentioned that he didn't realize they went so in depth, and I said that's exactly why people still buy these things. You know, GameStop throws a lot of these out, and it's unfortunate. Got to save these guys because there's some great information. I mean, yeah, you can get all this information on, you know, Game FAQs and stuff like that, but some of the in-depth stuff you just have to get the book for. The back here is some more of the toys that we have over here. We have lunch boxes from our childhood, tugging at those nostalgia strings, and a bunch of the old turtle stuff we had at GOM, however you want to pronounce it, and some more toys at the top. But here is the front counter coming up right, Sean. We didn't get the display case in before the opening day, which is unfortunate, so we had to come up with a little improvised way to show some of the more expensive games that we have that we obviously didn't want to put out on the floor. And a lot of it actually sold. There was no room left in there, and I actually had to put some more games out in here to kind of fill it back up, like the Castle of Illusions and stuff like that. And there'll be more work done, and you'll see this change over the next couple months into a more full professional looking front counter. Let's go ahead and back to the game room. We'll go ahead and go back there, and we'll show you what we have going on back there. And again, this is going to be another thing that you're going to be seeing evolve over the next coming months, kind of figuring out how it works best and how we're going to be utilizing it best to run tournaments, parties, and such like that. We have the chairs, which are great. We actually someone had left chairs that went to a van down by the river in the store, and we decided to go ahead and use them because why not? I mean, they're comfortable chairs, and you know, why throw something out when they can give it a just repurpose it for something else. Here's the Sharp TV. This is from my personal collection here, the NES combo. It's giving me a little bit of trouble, so I might have to work on the Nintendo itself, but this is my pretty. We actually threw my rare Nintendo test cartridge in here last night just to see the rare game Inception happen right in front of us. Some more TVs. You can see the retro rampage that people left behind, playing some of the old games right here. And I think they played some Mario Kart, and the people were just going back there. If they wanted to test a game, that's one of the cool things about having this game room. If you want to test it or play it before you buy it, you just come back here. I'll have the system. You play it, and bam, you'll know if you want it or not. And finally, we have a futon here with our PS4. Hopefully, we'll have an Xbox One coming soon. Send us one, Microsoft. Love you long time. But this is my game store, and I'm really excited. This has been the first day, full day, and it was absolutely insane here. We had the entire parking lot was full. There was a line to come in. You couldn't get in the store. It was shoulder to shoulder all the way through up to the majority of the day. But thank you for everybody that came out. Thank you for watching this. Come see me in the future, and thank you. Bring an old friend back to life. See you next time.